Mike accidentally saw his father who died 40 years ago. Now he saw his father alive in front of him, and most importantly, with the woman he bought. There seems to be a secret between them. Mike was about to ask, but the old rich man unexpectedly fainted. He didn't have time to think about it and rushed his father to the hospital. Looking at his father who was being resuscitated, Mike inevitably had doubts. How did his long-dead father suddenly come back to life? Mary was quietly standing by. Just then, the nurse came over and asked Mike to sign, and asked about the patient's basic condition. But ironically, Mike knew nothing about the father in front of him, even his eating habits, whether he was allergic to medications. He didn't even know the most basic blood type. These questions annoyed Mike. He hated himself for being a stranger to his father. When the nurse left, he stared coldly at Mary, questioning why his father was with him. Seeing that the finger was pointed at her, Mary could only tell the truth. When she saw the rich man at the cemetery, he begged her not to tell anyone. And Mary, as an outsider, had no idea what had happened to the Mac family. I thought that after I finished talking to the old tycoon, and then tell Mike about it. But I didn't expect this to happen now. And Mike didn't lose his cool. He knew he couldn't blame Mary for this. Now he is most worried about the safety of his father. The kind-hearted Mary saw Mike's nervousness, so she went up to him and said, "Although I haven't said much to the old tycoon, but I can see that he really cares about you." He kept repeating that he was most sorry for Mike in his life. Just then, the nurse came out to inform him the patient is out of danger, but he still needs to rest quietly. Mike, who was always cold, showed a hesitant expression at that moment. He didn't know how to be alone with his father. Since we parted as children. It had been 40 years since we parted as children. Mike didn't understand what had happened in between. Now he wished his father could wake up sooner, to give himself a reason. But the only thing Mike knew for sure was that what his mother said at the beginning was not true. There is even reason to suspect that his father's sudden disappearance and his mother have some kind of relationship. Thinking about it, he left the hospital room just in time to see the wallet in Mary's hand. He took a good look. Inside the wallet was a group photo. This was a clear indication that he and his two sisters were in his father's heart. Then he went outside alone, and Mary, worried about him, she stayed quietly nearby.